Hello YouTube, this is DJHCar and today we are playing Retro City Rampage. This game is brilliant. It's got a silly plot, it's open world, and has plenty of references, it's just an interesting, reference pack, throwback to old games using modern technology. I mean, just in the settings mode here, there's all these different. You can have it as a Game Boy if you want to do all these different colours. I mean, I have it as the arcade cabinet because it's just the nicest to have because you can see how to score points and you can see how to score points and what weapons there are on game, which actually showed me. So I played through the plot of this game, which is very silly. By the way, I'll leave it on status bar for now. The HUD. Let's just go into free roam. Yeah, the plot. Yeah, you can see there's few characters. Don't worry, Steve doesn't actually look like that. We'll just go with the regular player for now. So yeah, it's very much his open world, crime thing. The plot's very silly. I won't make any spoilers for people who haven't seen this. Just the few people that will see this. I am playing with a 360 controller, but I played most of this game with a keyboard. I only just tried playing with a Xbox 360 controller when I first tried to record this video. The police in this game are actually very good. The problem is they are perhaps a little difficult to get away from, and since there's no line of sight, it can mean getting away from them is hard, but it is possible to get away from them just by hiding out of their line of sight and just by driving fast enough in a straight line. But yeah, they are perhaps a little brutal. Also, the one thing that I think ruins the police chases, which you can turn off, so, and don't think this is an actual criticism, is you saw there I got a coin. Basically, those things make you lose the police, or if you're at a very high rating, at least lower your wanted rating by a bit. Which, can be handy, but I mean, if you're at a maximum wanted rating, you're going to want the yeah. Sorry, you're going to want the ability to pick that up and just easily escape. Here we go. One. Also, this best vehicle in the game by far. Sound design is just ringing the bell now made me think about sound design. As you can see, the graphics are interesting. I've shown you the settings for it, and all the different bizarre things you could do. But yeah, sound. I kind of like it because it's sticking with the 8-bit theme, but I'm not sure. It's kind of harsh on the ears. I feel, at least. At the moment, I am on free roam, but I might go into the story mode just to show you more of the vehicles, which I'll move on to in a bit now. Yeah, so let's just get into another police chase. Why not? And to make things harder, let's. Alright, first of all, we'll want a Uzi, and we want to go on what the button was. No, switch aim. Okay, right now I want rocket launcher. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Still not used to the Xbox controller, but I'm not going to try and make up any excuses to, I'm just bad at games in general. Give me anything that isn't a racing game and I probably won't do that well. And the only reason I haven't played a proper racing game on this channel is because I don't own any on the PC or Mac, I guess. I don't own any on Mac, which is the system I use. Sure, let's get on Subway, which takes us to basically a dead end. Okay, that delay sounds a little... So this is basically where you start off the gaming. Let's actually look at the map. The map is fairly big, as you can see. I mean, it isn't huge, probably, but you know, it's big enough for what you want to do. It's got lots of hidden areas. What's next? I'm being professional here and made a list, unlike my SimCity video, which was recorded when I really didn't feel like making a list. Yeah, let's see, let's talk about vehicles. Yeah, so if you're wondering why I have a propeller hat, that's a story mission. I'm not going to, I'm going to keep this spoiler free. So, you know, I'm just going to say the most I'm going to touch on the story is it's silly and involves time travel and a car that looks like a DeLorean. And also a phone booth type thing. That isn't Doctor Who. Apparently it's based on Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, I think it's called. Which I hadn't heard of until this. Alright, let's see, where's the nearest garage? Sure. The driving in this game it's okay. It's very much arcadey. The cars, you know, they go in like 32 directions or something. I haven't actually counted. Let's see, right, if we're going that way, we can go that way, and that way. So if I could be bothered to do the maths, I will. I might figure that out. But hey, cars in this game, I don't know, there's just cars that you'd expect to be fairly fast aren't. Like this, for instance. Let me see, is there a Lynx, which is the fastest car you can get right off the bat? Oh yeah, there's Knight Rider. Yes, they have a bunch of reference filled cars. There's a pay for spray, but I'll use the police. You can go in them without losing the policeman. Yeah. Ah, good. That's... Yes. I now have Ecto 1. This game... right. Let's see, right, I'll go to a page for spray. Back to talking about the map. Quickly. I'd say it's at a nice size where you can remember where everything is. It isn't overly large where, you can't remember a single thing and, you'll be driving around and find random landmarks. I really should have stayed on free roam to show these. Perhaps I'll go on it quickly. But basically, it's like a off-centered orange. Basically, they look like the cars you see there. So at the moment, the Ghostbusters Ecto 1 looks white, but that's the blue in this game. There's basically, you have boost, which I can show you actually. Cannon, which is basically, imagine having a turret. It just fires straight. Then the grill gun and dual grill gun are just machine guns. Ton of cars. There's a Batmobile, Wallmobile. Yeah, don't ask me about that. Knight Rider again. Kit, I guess. Generally, scrap metal. My goal is to try and get as many cars as possible. These are just... The reason why I have these is just they're random cars. I want... yeah, like stuff like that. They're just decent enough vehicles that I don't care if I lose. Bikes in this game really aren't worth getting, if you ask me. They're slower than a car that you could find easily on the street, and you fall off them the moment you crash. I'll show you the Nitro Blast since this car comes standard with it. Gives a fair boost. It might not look like much looking at it now, but, One problem I have with this game, though, is that health is really scarce. If you want to find health, then there's very little chance of you finding it, so pretty much your best bet is to die. And the real punishment for dying is that it just adds up to a meter that tells you how many times you've died. So there we go about the police. You can see that I've lost them now. It's totally possible to reach them on foot without picking up on those chips. In fact, yeah, coin drop. If I just turn that off and then I could probably escape on foot. I haven't sent anyone after me. Okay, what's up with that? I know I'm walking, but they'd still send police cars after me. It's hilarious to just... Oh, yeah, I have an idea. Wait, in story mode, I forget. Yeah, right, so it totals up, and I believe you lose all your weapons. And thing is, there's weapon shops, but if you're going to lose them, then there's really no point, and you're given weapons in most story missions, or, you know, weapons are taken off you. So, so right, let's go on a challenge. What am I doing? Okay, wait, right. What am I supposed to be doing now? Am I just supposed to destroy stuff? No idea what I'm supposed to. Oh well. I'll show you some of the shops. Oh look, there's a tattoo shop by here. I won't buy any, but yeah, you can see. Just some random things. I don't really find there's too much to spend money on other than repairing cars, but that is just me. Right, if I find a gun shop or a weapon shop quickly. Oh, look, and it's next to a glasses shop. Let's just. I remember. Oh no. I was hoping in the story you get a bike at some point. Also, the orange missions, you see there's a blue one and there's a yellowy orange one. Up in both the right hand corners. They're for the orange one is just for the orange one is for side missions, and the blue ones are for main missions. Right, so let's go in the weapon shop. So you can see this way you can get the really cheap stuff. Nothing too interesting there. Thing is, what I find kind of annoying is you can only have one headpiece at a time. So I'm wearing a hat now, so I can't now wear a hat and some glasses unless there's clothing for it. As you can see now, I'm driving the 18 van. Yeah, I was going to show you where you can buy some proper weapons. I wish police responded more to dangerous driving though, and not just, you know, like driving into them or attacking them or just other people. I mean, if you hit somebody in front of them, like if you crash into somebody or run people over when they're nearby, then of course they'll go after you. Yeah. So you see everything on the left is everything that gives you points. If police are nearby, you'll get them after you. So yeah, you can see pistol and batons police use. I believe some of them use shotguns. Not too sure. The Robo Bioclaw even. Flamethrower. Basically, the rocket launcher is the one that you want. Flamethrower fun game is to make a chain of cars and light the first one until it starts flaming, and then stand back. That's always fun. Right, I want a guitar. Because I need some other weapons now. Ooh, dynamite. Yeah, let's... Don't really like holding weapons unless I'm actually going to use them. Since time freezes when you're swapping weapons, it doesn't matter too much. Seriously, all I want to do is see a guy holding a guitar so I can borrow his guitar. You know, I'm all for playing guitars. No matter how overly detailed my character is compared to everyone else. Right. See if I can find a guitar quickly. Right, now the way you want to get into this is... Yeah, so it removes your weapons when you go in. This game is pretty good humor though. For instance, like there are several invisible walls to find in it, and there's all kinds of generic collectibles. Just wish the football. Ah. Take that, police. Wow, police are aggressive. Also, if you even think about touching water, you will die. Which is annoying to say the least. Okay, right. I'll see if I can run away from the police on foot. Yeah. Yeah. So much for that. Okay, where am I going? Okay. Right, right, well, I'm going to leave it there. Let me just check quickly that I haven't left out anything. Oh yeah, I was going to show off the vehicle customization extremely quickly. When I talk about it extremely quickly, I mean I'm going to go on for literally a split second. Okay, I lied. Here we go. I think the nearest pay for spray is up by here. Okay. Sorry about that. Just going by it. So, repair and paint. Then there's the fun stuff. I timed that fairly well. Okay, that's all for this. That's all for this video, and I'm not even going to edit this.